We're gonna cut that part, right?
Actually, it'll be the opener.
Sick. I know, buddy. Morning. My name is James Vogtman. I'm a drain tech with Any Hour Services, and I've been here for 2.5 years, and it's been great. I was one of those kids that had a million different ideas. You know, I wanted to be the pirate astronaut that, you know, plays baseball on the moon. You know, I don't know. But as I grew up, I kind of realized I really loved working with my hands, and found that I liked being out in the field and working with people a little bit more. So looks like our first call's in Kearns. We're going to be going to a floor drain by the sounds of it. First thing I do when I'm getting ready for a call before I show up is, you know, make sure I've got some gloves on me, because this can be a dirty job. Make sure I've got, you know, my shoe covers on hand. I'll also check to make sure that I'm arriving on site, make sure I'm clocked in. Customer texted in telling us to park in the driveway, which is really nice because it's a cul-de-sac. Good morning. How are you doing? Okay, awesome, great.
Becky.
It's Becky, all right.
I haven't had no problem.
Gotcha.
Up until it started getting humid and rainy and...
For sure, and then it's just hot, and then you run your AC more, and it's just dumping more water.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll let me take a look through it, and we'll see what we can do for it.
Okay, great.
Anytime we're dealing with a floor drain, it could be a number of things. Now, I don't necessarily jump to conclusions because we don't know what we don't know. So I'm gonna try and put some water down there. Run a little bit of water in the basement, see what else we can find. We might have to break that thing out, but we'll give it a shot at. Yeah, those things are in place. Nothing's coming up here. That's telling me that this is a local issue. So it's just gonna be basically what we're looking at is where the problem is. So we'll get some options written up for, and we'll go from there. The only issue that I'm finding is the floor drain itself. I don't see any other systems affecting it, so that's good news. The bad news that I have is I can't get that cover off either, so we may need to break that. So they're not expensive, so I'm happy to break that out for you. Just know I can't replace it. So any questions there before I go any further? Okay, awesome. All right, so I've got some options written up for you if you want to take a look. Again, these are all great options. I'm happy to do any one of them for you. My goal today is to give you a 5-star service, so if at any point I'm not living up to that, please let me know.
All right. Oh, so far so good.
Hey, glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We always want to make sure we're using the right tool for the right job. This is my favorite part of the job. That. Gentle. Ooh. Oh yeah, all that debris. That already's doing way better. Oh, well, that might have done it, but we'll run that snake through just for good measure. This is the part where you make my job look action-packed and exciting, right? All right.
In a world where drains have a medium to large grasp on the world's economy, one drain tech in way over his head must stop at nothing to save the world.
Get it to feed.
A battle of epic proportions unfolds.
If this job has taught me anything, it's to have a strong stomach.
No drain, no gain. Not your average everyday story. Coming the same time frame next summer, sometime in a few years when it fits into our schedule, eventually. 2029.
The work itself is done. Get it ready for her to show her that it's working. All right, Becky, you want to come take a look?
Yes.
All right, let's fill up some water and I can show you how well it's doing.
It's going.
It's going. For the time being, yeah, we've got that water down.
That's the norm right there.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
All right, well, Becky, hopefully I was able to give you a 5-star service today.
Yes.
Well, if there's nothing else for me, I'll get out of your way. Going to Murray. How's it going? It's Norman, right? Nice to meet you, sir. I'm James. Hey, do you mind if we come in? Perfect. Thank you.
It's hard to fix the plumbing when you're outside.
You get pretty good at it after a while. That's what X-ray vision's for, right? What's going on today?
Well, grease lightning didn't do it.
Okay. Well, John Travolta isn't exactly known for his plumbing work. So we've got a few options when it comes to what we do. And it's really going to depend on what kind of solution you're looking for. Obviously, we have everything from take care of it and be done with it to more temporary, but still great service types of options. So I'll just need a signature from you right down here when you're ready. It might be easier to bring it in through the garage just so we're not having to go over your carpet as much as possible. This one's going with us. Ooh, yeah. Tasty. Order up a mix of, food debris and some soap and basically like grease, you name it, that's gone down the kitchen sink, and that's what that is. Personal space is an illusion. Not a whole lot, just all that fun stuff. So now we'll put that thing back together, run some water, and see how I did. I'm gonna let this thing fill up so we can check and make sure that it can handle all the volume. That thing is screaming. It's been a minute, right? That sounds like a good drain to me. For a kitchen sink. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Yeah, thank you. If you do have any other troubles with it, let us know. Otherwise, you guys have a great one. Okay. They're nice folks. I liked them. On to the next one. How's it going? So this is actually for a hair studio. This is where she, cuts hair, does nails. She does all kinds of stuff in here. But yeah, so it's just a ton of hair and sludge and everything else you can think of. What's going on is the kitchen sink, along with the laundry line, is just full of sludge, soap scum, kitchen debris, you name it. It's what we're doing today is we're gonna be hydrojetting out the kitchen line, get it nice and clean, get it scrubbed out. We just wanna get it taken care of. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. All that fun stuff. You grab the pump and we'll get to it. And I have this little trick to keep from backing up or overflowing. Use good old FaceTime to watch that drain. So now that way I can keep an eye on the drain without having to be there. Smells like roses. You can just see how it's slowly making its way in. That means that pipe is nice and clean. Well, while that's doing its thing, I'm going to start this washer, get it ready to test. There we go. We got a nice full tub, it's like right about there. That's plenty. Go downstairs and check it. Looking good. Sounds like it stopped finally, nothing came up, so we're looking pretty dang good. All right, Billy, is there anything else I can do for you?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I think that's it, man.
appreciate it. But, okay, well, if you do need anything else, you know where to find me.
I appreciate it, man.
Yep, have a good one. You too. All right. Afternoon, how's it going? Nice to meet you, I'm James. This is Spencer, he'll be joining us today. Okay, and I heard you were having a backup issue, is that right?
Well, I think that's what caused the pipe to split. When
Okay.
you fix the pipe,
Right, I saw that.
I think that it's must be backed up for it to split that, so
Okay.
that needs to be cleaned.
Okay. Let me do a thorough evaluation, see what we can do about it, and then I'll get some options written up for you, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
So this is the section of pipe that we just replaced today. It was split and it just spraying water. For a drain pipe to do that, that means it's gotta be full of water. And now we gotta figure out why that much water was inside the pipe. Ooh, nice and gunky. Take a look at that. That's just buildup of grease and food and you name it that's gone down that kitchen sink. It's all gonna show its ugly head right here. That floor drain's gonna be a real bear. Let me go upstairs and double check everything and then we'll get some options written for her. From all I can tell is that it's just this drain. Nothing else seems to be affecting it, so that's a good sign. Now what I will say is we have a few options when it comes to this guy. We can try and run a snake through it, try and suck it out, get all that junk out. Now that's not a permanent or long-term solution, but it's a great way to get you up and running. Found one thing in there already. It's kind of like a little treasure hunt. Yeah, this is really gonna test my self-confidence here if I can break this thing or not. It's not going anywhere. There we go. Now you can see the real extent of how much is in there. Got a straw. There's so much in there. What the heck is this? Crayon? All right. Man, you got some good stuff down here. Look at that. There's just so much debris in there. I'm just gonna kind of check and see how it's doing. Oh, great. Oh yeah, look at all that. Nope. Might be all the vacuum's gonna be able to do for the time being. So I'm gonna go grab my trap snake, and then we can try that. Just trying to hype myself up a little bit. There's room for improvement, but I can work with that. That's lots better. Oh, there we go. That's so much better. Awesome, I'm happy with that. Well, I think that's probably the best that thing's running in a number of years at this point.
At least 11 years that I've been here.
Yeah, for sure.
When I get some more money, I'll have you come back and do more stuff.
Okay, great. Sounds like a plan. All right, well, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, thank you so
Awesome.
much. I appreciate it.
No problem. Appreciate
really
your time.
appreciate it.
Have a good one. Nice to meet you. Well, that'll be a good way to finish out the day. Thanks for riding with me. This has been a day in the life of an any-hour drain tech. Hi. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Have a good night, guys.